So what is Webex Calling Customer Assist? Is anyone familiar with the Webex Customer Experience Essentials solution? All right, a handful. That was what we had before. Right? That was our solution that we launched a year and a half ago. And this past Enterprise Connect in March, we rebranded it, renamed it to Customer Assist. So Customer Assist is that solution and then enhancements that we've been doing and are going to be doing to that to continue that solution into the future. So we've already gone through, we've renamed it within our documentation, within Control Hub. So if you're familiar here at Customer Experience Essentials, again, that's the same base platform that we have for the Customer Assist. Now, where does it fit? If you see on the left here, we have Webex calling call queues. That's native with Webex calling, simple call queues that you can use that comes with a professional license and already included there. On the right is our Webex contact center. So this is when you want a full-blown contact center, omni-channel, CPaaS, data integrations, all these different things. You're going to go with a contact center. So customer assist is that middle area. There's this middle area where we had customers that needed to have some type of solution, wanted a little more than they got in the call queues, wanted a little better agent and supervisor experience. And it's for small, maybe back-end offices, help desk, or small companies that are looking for a simple solution. And so this is where this solution fits in. And you can see here, we have already a lot of features included, and we're going to go through some of these and talk about these. And you can see we have some on the roadmap as well, and we'll highlight some of those as we go throughout the session. So again, it's our modern platform, AI powered with a lot of the new features. And we'll talk about it and how the Webex app really helps the experience for the agents and the supervisors. I included this slide, and this is a link to a document we have that compares Webex calling queues, Webex calling call queues, and customer assist queues, and supervisor and agents. So you can have a comparison of what's different between those two as you're deciding which is the right solution maybe for your deployment. So that has a good table that you can look at that comparison. So when we talk about customer assist, we're going to break it into three different, categories. The administration category is the first one. How do you administer it? Where do you configure it? How do you manage it? Second one is going to be the agent and the agent experience. What does the agent get for customer assist? What capabilities they have? What is the functionality they have within the Webex app to be able to use the solution? And the third and final one is the supervisor experience. And so we'll see how the supervisor experience within the Webex app, again, some capabilities they have, using that to be able to improve their experience, helping and managing their agents and the queues they're responsible for. A couple of things on requirements. For customer assist, to get the most bang for your buck, you want to use the Webex app because things like screen pop and wrap-up timers, some of those specific features are built to work with the Webex app. You will see you can use customer assist with IP phones, so we'll have some examples of things you can do with that. But really, to get some of these new features, the Webex app today is the solution to get that. It's also for customer assist, it's user associated, so you can add users as agents. If you're familiar with call queues, they have virtual lines and workspaces also. We are working towards a virtual line, multi-line add-on or capability with it, but today it's users only, so just be aware of that as you're doing your configuration and planning. And again, everything is in Control Hub. We do have some APIs, and we have some more APIs on the roadmap. And then there is a license we'll talk about here in a second that's needed for customer assist for the agents and supervisors. So administration. So we see here under services, a customer assist page. It's a dedicated page, and this is where the administrator does all the configuration. They have their queues, their supervisors, their agents. We're going to see everything like the wrap-up reasons and some other things that are all within this page. So it's all managed from that one location in Control Hub. I want to highlight there is a new custom RBAC role in beta. So if you're familiar with Control Hub, we have RBAC roles that we've launched earlier this year, where you can do some role-based access for users to Control Hub so they don't have full-blown admin access. And now we're looking at custom roles. And why am I highlighting this? Is because there are capabilities where you can now, with this custom role, create one that's customer assist specific. So you can see here, this role has for analytics, access to customer assist analytics, access to customer assist reporting, as well as to the configuration under the calling. So if you have users or admins or supervisors that you want to give access for some reason, you can leverage this. This is, again, a beta feature we have out there right now in our beta program. So it should be going GA sometime in the near future, but something to be aware of. And you can see here with that, this is what it looks like for the user when they log in. On the top left, they'll have a lot slimmer look, right, of the control hub. They don't see all the other pages. They don't see PS10. They don't see meetings, right? They see things that are customer assist specific. And you can see they have access to the configuration because that's one of the roles that we gave this user. And then for reporting and analytics, again, when you go to those pages, you see only the customer assist reports, the customer assist analytics data. So again, something to be aware of as you're thinking about how I want to manage users that have access to this data in Control Hub. Now, licensing, I mentioned. There is a customer assist license. It's an add-on license that you add on to your subscription. And so you can see down there in Control Hub, you'll see those as they get added to your subscription. And this license is used to do two things: to assign to the agent, so the agent can be an agent within a queue, or to assign a supervisor, so you can make them a supervisor of different agents. And do note that this includes the Webex Calling Professional license. So there was a lot of confusion in the beginning when we first launched this. It's a little bit better now, but just to make sure everyone understands, when you assign a customer assist license, that user gets the professional license and all the features and functionalities they get with that. You don't have to sign both. You don't have to double dip those licenses. Keep that professional license for other users that actually need it for just standard Webex calling functionality. So assigning it's pretty easy in Control Hub. Again, you can see here I've assigned the customer assist license, no Webex calling professional license. And this is going to be, again, for any user that you want to be an agent or a supervisor for a customer assist queue. And just like other licenses, we have different ways of assigning it. It's the same process. It's through the organization level or group levels and templates for licensing, or at the user level. So again, using the same ways you assign other licenses, Customer Assist follows that methodology.